10 years from now, you will be regretting not taking this decision that you were supposed to take today. Like a lot of people don't project their futures. They don't see themselves in 5 years. They are not interested in building. They are not interested in organizing, like factoring what I will become in 10 years, in 5 years, in 7 years. So a lot of people, what they do is wake up in the morning, they just do what they gotta do. And whatever comes out, that's fine. Now, these same people, in the nearest future, they still get up to complain about certain things. Do you know why that is? It is because they didn't have a picture of themselves in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. They never saw this, they never had this opportunity, or they didn't feel it necessary that this is quite important. That I picture myself in 5 years and I start working on it. Now, this is what goes to a lot of people who wake up every morning. What they do is they don't just care about anything. They go to their casual jobs and then they feel like miracle is going to happen. The truth is, there's no miracle coming to happen because you have no picture of yourself in 2 years' time. You have no picture of yourself in 3 years' time because what happens is that when you have a picture, you try to work in order to in order for you to achieve a lot of things in life. There have to be a proper planning. There have to be an organization, like this system in your mind that works actually for what you will want to become. Then this section in your mind that is actually facing the image, because the brain is so intelligent, the brain is so complex that it can actually deal with a lot of things at the same time. Now, this is what happens when you have these things in your brain. It helps the brain to generate another mechanism that helps you protect this figure of your things that you have pictured. So now, what are you going to do? Now, whatever you want to do in the immediate, you factor it somewhere. Whatever you want to do it in the future, you factor it somewhere. The brain has this capacity. Most of the time, the brain doesn't work in that capacity because we don't think in that capacity. But the brain is so flexible enough and complex enough to handle these things. In other words, if you want to do a lot of things, like 10 things at a time, the brain have the capability to adjust to it. Then if you want to do one thing, the brain can adjust to it. So what am I saying? You can't do all these things while you're still doing something else. So while you're planning for a better future, your 5 years or 10 years, you can actually still be doing any casual thing just to sustain yourself. Then you know this is what I'm going to use to do this thing. Now, do you understand? So you don't just wake up in the morning and just expect heaven fall. Nah, even the world was programmed. So why can't you just sit down and picture yourself? Because I have a lot of people in my DM that comes to my DM. What they talk about? They talk about giveaway. They talk about collecting, collecting, collecting. Then I begin to look at these people like, have you ever factored send? Because I begin to reflect on my own life. Like, okay, now it therefore means that even if I don't work, I'm going to become like this. If I don't have a proper planning, maybe I'm relying on what I'm doing immediately, and that thing fails. It means I have no backup plan. It means that I have nowhere to fall onto. When these things begin to happen in my mind and in my head, now I see reason why I should be able to do a lot of things at once, and then see have something that I'm programming for my future. So because if you don't do that, most of the times I don't know what people think. Maybe they feel like, okay, these things are achievable through other means. Maybe you just wake up in the morning, like we used to think when we were younger, we just see one bag of money. Reality is that those things don't happen. Now, even if it happens, it's one in millionth experience. You have to be able to sit down and factor what you want to become and then work towards it. If you don't do that, I don't know how you want to see yourself, especially when you are approaching your age. Moment. Nothing was built in a day. Don't be afraid to start. Be encouraged. Because if you don't do that, everything around you is just stay still. They are not even going to stay still. They are going to be diminishing. Because imagine that I have this cloth and I don't have money to in 5 years or 3 years, 2 years to buy another one. This one is going to fade away. So it means that I have to work with time so that by then I can be able to afford another one. It's a simple thing.